Welcome back. It's Thursday of the Passion Week. This is the most intimate setting that we have in the Gospels of Jesus with his disciples. Matter of fact, John the Apostle thought it was so important, the content of John chapter 13 moving all the way through John chapter 17 concerns itself with the latter part of this day. The disciples will be gathering together in the upper room to have the Last Supper. It's the Passover feast in which they'll be eating the lamb that was chosen on that previous Monday. It's during this time that we see 6 different events that you're going to read about that Jesus moves through. One of the things that is interesting about this, and frankly striking, is that Jesus is completely in the moment. He's not self-pitying. He's not questioning. He's not discouraged. He's not frustrated. Jesus is moving through this time like a person determined, like a person who knows what lays before him. And that's absolutely true, because Jesus knew from the beginning who would betray him. Jesus knew that the Messiah would go to the cross. And so he had prepared himself well, and now he walks in trust. After the events of John 17, Jesus moves out of Jerusalem. He crosses down into the Kidron Valley and ascends the Mount of Olives. At the bottom of the Kidron Valley, it is said by Josephus and the others, given the amount of sacrifices that had been made on that Thursday, that the blood would run down over the Temple Mount and into the Kidron Valley. Jesus most certainly would have crossed over that, maybe noticing that the blood of the sacrifices that were done in Jerusalem are now flowing underneath his feet, underneath the bridge that he was crossing. One of the things that is important to realize is that Jesus gets loneliness. Very often we think that Jesus doesn't identify with you or with me. And in these times that we're traveling through now, I can assure you he does. And the Mount of Olives in which he spends time alone. Even though the disciples are to watch and pray, they are soon asleep. So Jesus gets our aloneness. That's an important thing to remember when we're struggling. So during this Thursday devotional time, may you look to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, but also somebody who can completely identify with our life.